Welcome to another episode of The Daily Practice. The window is open, the request lines are open, the hourglass is flipped, and the sand is falling. Let's get to work. Here he is, our troubadour, Nathan Moore.
Now, we were just watching a new series on Netflix, and all of a sudden my alarm went off. I had no idea what time it was. I thought it was like 10 o'clock. Isn't it like 10 o'clock? What time is it? How is this even possible? Thank goodness for my alarm. The sounds are going to be a little different tonight. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. It's good to be with you. New week begins. Sleeves are rolled up. Eyes forward. Let's roll. I think I know the way back home. I think I know the way back home. I didn't mean to stray so far. I was following a shining star. In the middle of the day it vanished, and with the night just came the dark. I met a wise old man, strange singer. He pointed down the road his crooked finger, gave me his hat, and that was that. I've been stung by fate's stinger. Now I think I know the way back home. I think I know the way back home. I admit I fell in with the floating aces, but even they had their saving graces. I remember the first time we walked on air, the laughter, the looks on their faces. Every great leap lands in the hand of something greater that you can't understand, and those who think they know don't leap, and those who leap don't know a damn. I think I know the way back home. I think I know the way back home. And ladies line the linden tree like the trees with the heart-shaped leaves, and I said to one, if I gave you mine, then what could I give to these? She said a river of music, a cobblestone bed, a brass bridge and boots of lead, and if that's what you want, then that's what you're getting. She said, go ahead. I think I know the way back home. 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 I think I know. God, I have not really been able to think any of this through yet. Lex was in here over the weekend, and we got the whole can of worms has opened up. He has a new station. It's right over there, and it's all working. It's all wired in. We had it going, and we're rocking out on Saturday night. And in that process, I got my Pod HD 500X effects rack in my acoustic guitar chain. Now, if I had been down here in time, if my alarm hadn't completely surprised me, I probably would have thought this through a little bit. And I have not thought this through. I'm still going through the whole other chain here. And there's a part of me that wants this to be the case, but I don't know. I haven't played my acoustic alone through this to see if this is a reasonable acoustic sound. Free Alien, good to see you. Swaby, Jeff, good to see everybody. Foffy, Shining Like Sunshine, sounds good. Got some good requests coming through. Hey, Mr. Guitar Picker, Jewel of the Desert, it's good to see everybody. So this is good. I'm glad I'm late. I'm glad I'm forced to swing at these pitches here just with the bat that I have in my hand and see what happens, because I do want this to work. And I haven't had a chance to overthink it yet, so we'll just go with it. But it's a pretty edgy acoustic guitar sound. Ooh, I like that little noise it just made. But, I mean, things like this are now possible, and don't even get me started. Oh, shit. Come on. If I could spread your wings and hold you to the sky, you'd see what I see when I see you seem to fly. Something about the way you sort of smile and cry at the same time just gets me high. You said to me you would not be free. You'd seen the future and you knew how it would be. Something about the way you sort of smile, unsure if you've seen this before. Tell me more. Tell me more. Something about the way you sort of smile and cry at the same time just gets me high. High. Wow, the sensitivity is so much more intense going through these pedals that my little, I heard the scraping of my sweater against the guitar in the loop, the whole song. It's a whole thing. Oh my goodness, this is a mess. Maybe I can show you what I got going on with the piano cam. See if it'll reach the floor. Oh goodness. My new flashlight, I'm not sure how it works. This is it. My Pod HD 500X. Oh my goodness. It does all the things. And boy, did Lex and I just pick right up where we left off. It felt so good. We wrote 2 songs Saturday night. One of them's pretty much finished. The other one's still a work in progress, but we got it up and running, and before you know it, we were just coming up with new music, and I was making up words, and we were just having a blast. And now that it's all wired up and actually officially hooked in and test-driven and everything, we were even live in the disco for a while Saturday night while we were doing it. And he lives just like right next door, so at the drop of a hat, the whole other is going to be happening on YouTube. It's pretty fun. But the decision I have to make is whether or not I'm going to stay in the same configuration for both things. And I want to, but if it's a bad idea, I will not do that. The one thing is it makes the natural. This is as acoustic-y as this guitar is going to be able to sound now. There was not really a show, but Saturday night we already sort of did it in the disco, so we're already in there. We don't have any green screen or anything like that. Still need a camera on his station. I just turned this camera Saturday night for the disco stuff, so you could sort of see him over there. But yeah, we should do some acoustic-y stuff to see how annoying this slightly electrified acoustic sound is for that vibe. I could just embrace it like it's my sound. Let's try Foffy's request. Oh my God, look at the beard hair hanging out of that. That's just obscene. just A, how long and wiry it is, B, how gray it is. There's just so much upsetting about not just the trauma of knowing that it hurt like crazy when the harmonica did that to me, but I need to get my eyes out of it. It's focusing on my face, so you can't really see it. Holy moly. I could live with that as my sound. We are falling, but we can aspire. We can go for what's out of reach, and we might just get lucky, and the stretching is something, at least. We are dreamers on pillow clouds. It's too much trouble to look down. There's a madman wailing out there. There's a rational fear of clowns. So if you see me, I hope you see me shining like it's all gonna be alright. Shining like sunlight, shining like sunlight on a never-ending night. We are empty, but overflowing. We are broken and stronger than before. Oh, I might not know where I'm going, but I'm not going back no more. We are not just mother or father. We are not just son or daughter. We are also the great blue heron, standing tall in the shallow water. So if you see me, I hope you see me shining like it's all gonna be alright. Shining like sunlight, shining like sunlight on a never-ending night. Yes, if you see me, I hope you see me shining like it's all gonna be alright. Shining like sunlight, shining like sunlight on a never-ending night. Nice request, nice request. All right, let's go ahead and look at the request list officially. I saw that one come in. So to answer your question, Magpie, I missed the part of why the guitar is sounding so electric. It's because when I set up the whole other, I need my pedals for the whole other, and so I brought them into the fold to jam out with Lex the other night. And then tonight, Catherine and I were watching a new series on Netflix, and all of a sudden my alarm went off, and it was like way later than I thought it was. So I didn't get to come down here like an hour beforehand and decide what my moves are and maybe bypass the pedals for the practice. So I'm stuck in the whole other configuration. But there is a part of me that really wants this to work, because even during the practice, I would love doing a little wah-wah pedal. Some of these string effects in the pedals will be so conducive to much cooler loops, and it's a happy place for me. The thing I don't like is if the acoustic sound is just too electric. Mwah. Here, let me see if I can. Here's one of the songs we wrote. Let me see what kind of version I can throw out real quick of this. I got to remember how it goes, though. Standing in the corner, staring at the walls, wonder what's the point, is that the point, is this the point of it all? Thought I'd never make it, it's much too far, I swear. Took a long time to find I was already there. Will you come along? Even if we stay right here, will you come along? Then I'll have no fear. Standing on the corner, just across the street, seems to be where all the free and shiny people meet. But the road is underwater, and there's far too many cars. You think the flood would slow them down, but they're shooting by like falling stars. Will you come along? Even if we stay right here, will you come along? Then I'll have no fear. Will you come along? Even if we stay right here, will you come along? If you come along, then I'll have no fear. Standing on the corner, looking at the world. Sometimes I feel a little silly with all my flags unfurled. Sometimes I think, really? But I can never be sure. I don't think I know what they're thinking. Locked eyes on this squirrel. Will you come along? Even if we stay right here, will you come along? Then I'll have no fear. Will you come along? Even if we stay right here, if you come along, then I'll have no fear. That was pretty rough, but that's it. That's how it goes. Now there might be some settings I can mess with, like what if I cut this off? Can't tell if that's a more acoustic-y guitar or not. Might have to play with the settings. You can imagine how Lex and I were rocking that out. I want to play you some of our jam of it, but it's probably a little much to ask. Wonder if I wanted something different than I'm wondering. Oh, it breaks my heart, might never know. I might never sit in the delicate delicatessen, but save me a seat in the blundering I will go. And I won't stop for nothing. I'll never not go. I've always been on to something. What? Might never know. Sleeping ugly might be, but I am at the table, and weren't we all awakened by a kiss? Once you've caught the lightning, once you've seen the angels, you can't just pretend they don't exist. And I won't stop for nothing. I'll never not go. I've always been on to something. What? Might never know. Porcupine on a juke joint stage, dove onto a cactus, shook it off, said, oh, and that's not all. Everything up to this point's been practice, 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 but that's the way we get to Carnegie Hall. And I won't stop for nothing. I'll never not go. I've always been on to something. What? Might never know. Yeah. Still can play with the knobs. I was dialing it in for the whole other sound the other night, so I haven't really tried to dial it in for a more acoustic sound. It's possible. It does look like Adrian Brody, doesn't it? That already feels a little bit more reasonable. I just saved the moves I just made. I mean, I do love such possibilities as I just love soloing with effects. It's sort of what I've practiced the most. While on my way to walk through the garden, while on my way I stopped in the city. Still wanna walk through that garden someday. I hope that garden will wait for me. I met a man who, looking at my hand, said he could tell I didn't work just by my fingers. I'd be proud to show him these hands now. It's funny how that memory lingers. Last night I heard the peepers by the pond and a train way off in the distance. Felt like I died on the day I was born and just dreamt this life up in an instant. There's a little proof of concept of why part of me really wants this to work. That acoustic sound is a little better though, right? It's getting better. That's reasonable, right? All right, what was next? Let's keep experimenting. I'll let the timestamps teach me later. Oh my goodness. I must have done those on the porch. Here, I'll do them in the window. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I did. Here we go. And the results are in. Midnight in Ferguson. Gaining speed. Chicken and rice. All right. One of us standing. Uh-oh. I'm missing a harmonica. Oh, got it. Oh my gosh. I love my toys. There's a battle blazing in my brain. Millions of me fighting for my name. There's a few I'm cheering on to make the claim. The rest of them are driving me insane. And all I want and all I need and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. Somewhere there between my ears, there sits an angry jury of my peers. My lawyer failed the bar and passed the beers. Didn't get life, just 99 years. And all I want and all I need and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. Pop, 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 popcorn, watch the moon. I keep moving pictures round my room, trying to get this catgut in tune. Sun keeps popping up too soon. And all I want and all I need and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining. All I want and all I need and all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining. All I want, all I need, all I know is I'm sitting still, but I'm gaining speed. You just sit there and think about that for a second. I want you to just think about what you've done, what you're doing, what you're up to, and let me know what you figure out. I've been overwhelmed by the task at hand. Screamed impossible to the silent stars. I traveled far and wide across our sacred land, sharing the wine in the churches and bars. And I'd say, wipe the tears you shed from fear they've won. I've come to tell you the revolution marches on. Go ahead. Give your heart back to the rising sun. What's right is right, it's never wrong. And as long as there's one of us standing, 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 we may always be needed more than ever. For those who seek to punish all they fear, may always be growing in number, in a world that gets more frightening every year. But we fight for that day, not because it comes, but because it is upon us as we speak. And white doves fly from off your tongue when you lift your voice for the weak. And as long as there's one of us standing, as long as there's one of us standing, as long as there's one of us standing, as long as there's one of us standing. Not some fragile flower, it's one that breaks the sidewalk just to bloom. And even God said there is no higher power than the lily or the love inside of you. So if you're out there searching for answers, then you should know that you are the light in someone's dark. Same way we're swept away by the dancers, sung by the morning lark. As long as there's one of us standing, 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 standing. Look, Mom, no hands. It's sort of my old sandbag dream, except my foot's still over there. Now I just need a detachable foot. That's all I need. Oh, hey, Carl. Good to see you. Hey, ProGaff. Yeah. Great knee percussion. Well, thank you. Oh, you're making me blush. All right, let's see what was next here. Chicken and Midnight in Ferguson, chicken and rice. Is it midnight yet in Ferguson? Is it midnight yet in Ferguson? Is it midnight yet in Ferguson? These days get hotter when the evening comes, when I just might get to see the morning sun, if I don't wind up in room 101. And we'll never know what it might have been like, and we'll disagree on what came first, like the chicken and the egg in the diner all night. Gonna have to get better, 'cause it's gonna get worse. Is it midnight yet in Ferguson? Men with guns, those who loot. This is our fight, yeah, we're the peaceful ones. Our hands are up, don't shoot. We'll never know what it might have been like, and we'll disagree on what came first, like the chicken and the egg in the diner all night. Gonna have to get better, 'cause it's gonna get worse. Yeah, we'll never know what it might have been like, and we'll disagree on what came first, like the chicken and the egg in the diner all night. Gonna have to get better, cause we'll never know what it might have been like, and we'll disagree on what came first, like the chicken and the egg in the diner all night. Gonna have to get better, cause it's gonna get worse. Is it midnight yet in Ferguson? 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 There's a harmony in there that my voice can't hit. But I hear it every time. I gotta try to sing it. It's not my voice I hear, though. It's yours. Oh my goodness, we're already out of time. See, I'm so confused as to what is even happening here. That time is just flew right by. Oh my goodness, I don't even believe it. I don't know. What do you think, Swaby? Do I stay in this signal chain and try to dial it in so I have all the options? That's what I want the doctor to say. But I want you got to give it to me straight, Doc. You got to give it to me straight. somebody's just tuning in right now for the first time, they're like, oh, that's why they call it the practice. Ah, I get it. I see what you're doing. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Just some dude noodling. It always cracks me up when a lot of times I'll be searching how-to stuff on YouTube. One of my favorite pastimes is getting strangers to be my hero and teaching me something I'm learning how to do. And I always find that hero and I always fall in love with them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so amazing. Taking time out of your day to teach me how to do this thing. But before I get to them, I have to go through all the jack-offs that are using it all as an excuse just to noodle at me for 10 minutes. Well, you see, once you plug that thing in, and you see, you get that tune, and then for like 10 minutes. Here, let me make sure step 1 is working, and then I'll show you step 2. Step 2 is crucial. Let me just make sure step 1 is working first. Oh, God, get to the answer. All right, step 2. First of all, you gotta... Yeah, you always have to go through a lot of them first. Oh, is that Jeff says therapists also call what they do a practice. I guess practitioner is it's a whole thing. I'm not qualified. Don't listen to me. Casey Young, there's a new name in the chat. Oh, well, you're very sweet. Welcome to the scene here. Hopefully you find your way over to our Discord server. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We do this every night, Monday through Friday. We're just wrapping things up. We're out of time here. The hourglass is empty. My cup is full. And now I'm just procrastinating. Last minute thoughts here. Trying to give you guys a chance to voice your opinion on this new signal chain for this acoustic guitar. Is it too much? I think Swaby called the leaving song here. Been a minute since I picked up my old guitar. It's not like riding a bike, not if you want to get far. Tried singing the one that got you out of your clothes, but I've forgotten the words, or even how it goes. Oh, you know that it goes without saying. We can't go back down, boy. You know why they call it playing, playing, playing. So we'll put away our toys. Might need a line. Been a minute since I last marched through. Been a minute since I last marched through sign making. Oh no, I don't remember it. Percy, help me. If someone in Discord could type %sign fetch. Oh, bless you, thank you. Yay, go team. Been a minute since I marched through my town, holding a sign, putting my feet down. I remember when my fist pounded a book, when I stood tall as my voice shook. Know that it goes without saying. You can't go back down, boy. You know why they call it playing, playing, playing. So we'll put away our toys. Been a minute since I last howled at the moon, ran with the bulls, slow danced with you. And in my heart still I'm running wild, always believing my soul's a child. You know that it goes without saying, you can't go back down, boy. You know why they call it playing, playing, playing. So we'll put away our toys, put away our toys, put away our toys.
If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, and maybe your mind. Go all the way. It could mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It could mean freezing on a park bench. It could mean jail. It could mean derision, mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All the others are a test of your endurance, of how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it, despite rejection and the worst odds. And it will be better than anything else you can imagine. If you're going to try, go all the way. There is no other feeling like that. You will be alone with the gods, and the nights will flame with fire. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. All the way. All the way. You will ride life straight to perfect laughter. It's the only good fight there is.
You guys are awesome. I'm gonna go timestamp this show. Listen, take some notes, see what I'm thinking, catch up on your chats. I'll leave the porch open here as I'm timestamping if you have any thoughts. I know that was a pretty sloppy little practice, but so fun. Time flew by. I don't even know where it went. Might be around here still somewhere. Hey, is that it? Oh, it might be right there. I'm gonna try to catch it. Be silly. Be honest. Always trust your cape. I will be back tomorrow night. You can count on it. Midnight sharp here on the East Coast of the United States. See you then. Bye.